the Metal and Shit podcast.
Metal and Shit!
We have a special guest today. My name's Pedro.
My name is Jason.
Lame. And
Lame
our
name.
buddy here today is Chris.
What's up?
Chris is here for a very particular reason.
Tell us why.
Because Chris made statements that he needs to answer to. And so this is his reckoning right now.
My reckoning.
So
What do you reckon?
So I will preface this with this. Chris knows music. Chris listens to a very diverse array of music.
Cross-genre.
Cross-genre. All right, there you go. Cross-genre. He's going to go cross-genre. That sounds fancier. He's played music. He's produced. What else have you done?
So he's got ears then. He's got ears.
He's got ears.
They work.
Which makes this statement even more upsetting.
Yeah.
Much more upsetting. So we value Chris's opinion on music, but this opinion is shit. All right?
Wow.
I do not accept that, however.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll convince us differently. All right, Chris, I want you to tell them what you told us.
So my hot take,
Apparently.
flaming, is that KoRn is the Linkin Park of the 90s.
What? KoRn is the Linkin Park? Is that you're gonna go with Linkin
I
Park?
told you.
You did. I thought you had
I specifically never told him that.
You're fucking going with Linkin Park?
the Linkin Park of the 90s.
Okay.
So wait.
Linkin Park though?
Yeah. So Chris and I worked together. It came on where we work, and KoRn came on. He goes, "Guys, this guy suck." And I went, "What are you talking about?" And we went back and forth for probably 20, 30 minutes about it. I told Jason.
What? Yes, I'm Jason today.
I told Jason what he said, and he was mad at. But I did not. So
The Linkin
Chris,
what the
Chris
fuck?
said this a week ago, and I was like, "Dude, hold on to that, because you're gonna, because I want you to say it." To
I can't even. That's your take. You've got ears and that. Okay, wait, hold on.
Hey, I'm giving you what I got.
All right. Look, there's a word that I love, and I so very rarely get to use it in a sentence, and the word is eviscerate. Okay, dude.
Please don't eviscerate me.
Like, I get
Not
it.
in
You
public.
can dislike KoRn, fine. It would make you half dead, but. Like you can, it's fair. Somebody can dislike KoRn, but to compare them to Linkin Park, the most overproduced pop metal contrived garbage fucking vagina music of all time, dude. Jonathan Davis bore his fucking soul for 3 albums to the point.
I mean, just because the music touched you in a special way.
No,
At a special time.
it was a special time. It was a special place.
And it was in a special place.
I mean, look. Can we just do something other than Linkin Park? Can I talk you out of the Linkin Park?
I did play Chris more KoRn. Like, I played him a variety of stuff, and it did not move him on the needle. I played him the self-titled album. Tried to explain to him what that album meant to the metal scene.
Yeah.
What it did, where it, like, how it completely changed how everything sounded after it because of how raw and
Oh,
I'll even kill everybody and say there'd be no fucking Linkin Park if there was no fucking
That's
KoRn.
highly possible. So I think that's kind of the premise of my argument there, and that's why I came up with this, is because they were the precursor to Linkin Park. So they begat Linkin Park. They begat that shit because they in turn were shitty.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Got the Life is literally every Linkin Park song thrown up on a record. Or every Linkin Park song has Got the Life thrown up on a record.
I'm so happy we're able
This
to
is
do
a rare moment where I have
He was
nothing to
speechless.
say.
Speechless.
So
You've issued the KO, man. Like my brain has exploded and I've got nothing. I actually
he even had notes. Where are your notes?
my note. I have no.
Consult.
He got you with the Linkin Park thing.
Flabbergasted.
I'm utterly flabbergasted because I don't know which way to attack you or the argument.
The problem is,
Can I
the
come
problem
at it from-
is you respect his ear.
I do.
So-
and I respect him as a person, so I can't really rip him the way I want to rip him, and I can't rip him the way I rip you because I don't have 30 years with Chris the way I have with you. You know what I'm saying?
No, but also if you didn't think he could hear things,
Right.
then you'd be like, dude, what?
Yeah, get out of our fucking studio. Like, get out. But I know you can hear things, and this is what kills me. You've got a background in this, dude. I don't know which way to attack this argument. Like from a production standpoint.
Can I try to cut in the middle here?
Yeah.
What is it about the KoRn sound that bothers you? Is it the
I mean, that's it. But like, I I just started listening to like really heavy, thick metal recently.
Within like a year.
Congratulations.
Within like a year.
Congratulations.
Now,
welcome.
I've gotten to the point where I can understand what these guys are saying. Can't find it with Linkin Park. I have no clue.
Linkin Park. He even called it Linkin Park
see,
by accident.
Wow. See, I just can't find it with KoRn. Like I don't understand what the guy's saying, and I can't get into the music if it doesn't speak to me in any way, shape, or form. The music itself can be good, but if the lyrics on top of it are shit,
The lyrics.
they're shit because I can't hear them. I don't understand them.
So you can't. So you literally can't understand what the words that he's saying.
That's
That's one song.
But that's his voice on every track.
It is not.
I played him a bunch, so I can't even pull like the you've listened to 3 songs card.
Yeah, there's. If we're
I think for like an
starting-
hour I was playing KoRn music.
Here's the thing:
right?
if we're starting from a place where you can't get past KoRn because you can't understand the words coming out of Davis's mouth, or you don't like the lyrics, then we have nothing to discuss. But here's what kills me about you: you've got an ear. You've produced. You are, for all intents and purposes, a music guy. You, of all people, then, more than Pete, should hear the groundbreaking production value on KoRn's first album, the groundbreaking production value on their third album, the fact that Jonathan Davis, in spite of the fact that you can't hear the lyrics, I've never heard a singer convey in recent memory such visceral fucking emotion. And you're like comparing it to Linkin Park, which is, in my opinion, the most fake of fake emotion. Like, dude, like, I don't even know what to do with you right now.
I go with what
I'm
I
gonna
feel.
need you to apologize to me.
That's not gonna happen.
I need you to apologize. This show can't end without an apology, or like, I can't. What, Pedro, why are you putting me in this situation with this guy over here who's got ears but refuses to use them?
So why I thought it was interesting is because I've never heard somebody say, these guys suck. I've heard, I don't understand his voice, but he literally just, the first thing he came out of this,
Linkin
dude,
Park.
KoRn sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling Pete KoRn sucks for a long time.
He has.
It was just recently that he finally played me like, oh, play old KoRn, because Pete's answer to everything is, oh, listen to old this, listen to old that, listen to the underground
gotta
shit
listen
that
to
nobody else has heard because nobody else likes
Context
it.
matters. And KoRn changed the entire landscape. There wouldn't even be nu metal if it wasn't for KoRn. And in fact, I could even go far as to say there wouldn't be nu metal if it wasn't for Rage Against the Machine, but we're not going to go there right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, Rage is a completely different conversation, and
Do
He
you like
digs
Rage?
I have a man crush on Zach.
See?
Oh, all right.
So it's
Tom Morello
but there-
too.
but there's
Don't
the
get
problem.
upset.
And that's
Tom,
the
if
other-
you see this, don't get upset. I'm talking to you too.
But this is
But
the
that's the other
problem.
thing.
He has the ear. He appreciates
But that's what I'm
Rage.
saying, and that was the other interesting part to me is like he said. So, working with me and my wife even like got him into Maiden and Pantera, and like he's listening to Sepultura now. Like we've transitioned him into this stuff, and loves Rage, and still can't hear KoRn the way we hear it.
You have no right not to like
What do you
KoRn.
think about Limp Bizkit then?
Yeah. What do you think about Limp Bizkit? If you would have said that KoRn and Limp Bizkit belong in the
scared.
same...
We got him scared.
I feel like that would be so much worse if I compared KoRn to Limp Bizkit.
Yeah,
which
that
I
would
wouldn't
be
do.
worse.
I feel like that
No,
would
it'd be better.
so much worse.
It'd be better.
So much worse.
Because I hate Limp Bizkit, but they were at least one of the first bands to jump in the game of the nu metal thing. They were, if you want to call them nu
But they
metal,
were
they
terrible.
were among the godfathers of nu metal. They suck, but whatever. They had DJ Lethal in the band. That's a plus. Gotta love DJ Lethal, right? And KoRn and Limp Bizkit are very close related. They did albums together.
All right, so this is what I think we're gonna do.
Makes
Chris
sense.
said his piece.
Makes sense.
We're gonna let Chris exit without a sorry.
No.
Just so you can't sleep tonight. We'll keep talking a little bit about KoRn and their place. Do you have any last words
I feel
to
unfulfilled.
leave?
If you hate KoRn, don't let this guy change your mind.
If this dude wasn't so fucking huge and double my size, I would dive. I've been dying to dive across the table with Pete, but this guy's a monster, okay? Nobody mess with this guy. He's huge.
There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome.
See? You got to thank you.
I
You
did.
didn't get an I'm sorry.
It's all right. Listen, the fact of the matter is, before you go, I got a lot of respect for your opinions. I'm just
Appreciate
talking shit, man.
Appreciate it. Thank
Of course.
Just not this opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, your opinion's stupid and wrong, but I have respect for it.
That's fine. We'll see what the comments say about that. All right.
All right.
Peace out, G.
He's out. We're still here.
We're still here, though.
So, let's talk a little bit about
What just happened?
what just happened.
I
I don't get it. But
the
and
dude's
again,
got ears.
if he didn't appreciate Rage and all these other bands, it would be like whatever. You just don't like heavy music.
Now, can we get into this? I do have beef with KoRn. I'm not going to sit and suck KoRn dick all day. Wow, we almost devolved into semen again,
But didn't.
but didn't. Maybe later. All right. I do have a beef with KoRn that I want to address real quick. A few actually, but Jonathan Davis. I don't know if you're aware of this. Is running this huge anti-bullying campaign, and I find that to be sickening. Number one, because this whole anti-bullying thing, I won't get too deep into it, but I'm not a fan of the anti-bullying thing. All right? But Jonathan Davis is the poster child for, I had a fucked up childhood, and I turned it into art, and that art connected with millions of people. And were it not for his fucked up childhood, he'd have nothing to say, nothing to sing, he wouldn't be in a fucking band. And here he is doing this anti-bullying campaign. I'm of the camp that, to an extent, bullying or being the victim of bullying builds character. I'm also of the...
He has experience, by the way.
Right. So, like, I have a stake in this game. But I also feel like, where does he get off with this anti-bullying thing when his whole career is based on the fact that he was bullied, beaten, molested? Get out of here!
Chris is trying to get his materials, and he might get bitten.
I hear children, so I'm going to just...
Edit yourself.
Beep.
We're clear.
I forgot what I was saying. But do you feel any pain about this anti-bullying from Jonathan Davis of all people?
It doesn't bother me.
Why?
If he, I guess to me what it sounds like is he went through his like emotional cascade and got to the point where he's like, all right, well now I can start, because as much as we enjoy his pain on cassette, he probably didn't enjoy going through it.
Sure, of course not.
So he's probably thinking, well, maybe I could help some other kids who are either going through it or not go through it, or right. So like, yeah, we appreciate the pain in his voice and the angst of daddy and stuff like that. Like,
I mean, that shit.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
The mansion he's living in is thanks to the shit that he went through. And if you look at all the art...
But
But
I mean,
look at
to
all the
extend
art.
it out, it'd be like saying, well, we have to have people suffer in order for us to have the art I enjoy.
But you got to admit there's truth to that. I mean, how many actors derive
I
their
get
talent
it, but
from
that
their
doesn't
pain?
like.
It's like when Metallica got rich and happy, they had nothing crazy to write about anymore, so the lyrics turned to shit. Right?
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Same thing happened with KoRn in their later albums. They got nothing to bitch about, the lyrics turned to shit, but the first 3 or 4 albums, it was all Jonathan Davis spewing his demons. And without those demons, without having been bullied...
But I don't think that means you shouldn't help people. It's just a really weird hill for you to die on.
I'm
Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm not making my case right. I'm not saying it the way I mean to say it, which is fucked up because like I had a lot of time to think about this, and it's coming out wrong. It just seems to me that of all people to do an anti-bullying campaign, it should not have been Jonathan Davis. The idea is good, fine, but Jonathan Davis, like Nirvana only exists because of Kurt Cobain's pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, We need that shit or there'd be no metal. Do we have happy metal? No. It's all about fucking...
Van Halen's happy metal.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
I'm not going to... I'm dying on this hill pretty badly right now.
I mean...
I'm talking myself into a
I can
hole.
tell there's something else in your brain that won't escape for some reason.
Yeah, there's something.
But it's a hard thing to be like, hey, you shouldn't help people because your music used to be better.
No, you shouldn't help people because
That's what it sounds like you're saying. Like, I need you to be in more pain because I need more music in my life.
It's not that. It's how are you going to do an anti-bullying campaign
When your entire career was built on the fact that you were bullied?
Yeah.
Like, I use this as... See, now, if you feel like it was all genuine, then, okay, that's his process and that's where he is now. If you feel like he was using it as a prop to further his music career, I think that's different. I think that's where I would separate those two things. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Like, if he was like, hey, guys, I was so bullied, and that's his whole platform, his first 3 albums, which I don't feel it was because it was totally organic the way KoRn kind of came out of.
But if you listen to, like, Faggot, for example, on the first album, right, it talks about everybody's calling him gay because he was an effeminate guy. And we've all gone to high school with effeminate guys who were not gay. But apparently he got his ass kicked all day, every day because they thought he was gay, and he wrote a song about it. That was him being bullied. And frankly, that's one of the best songs on the album.
So the question would be, would he take back all the bullying, be a happy little child, instead of being the gigantic musical success that he was?
Right, because if he was a happy little child, then he would have gone to college, and he'd be working at some 9-to-5 fucking job, and we wouldn't know where he was, and...
But would he?
What would his contribution to society have been if it wasn't for his pain and finding that outlet?
Does that mean he shouldn't help other people being bullied?
Yeah, kinda. Look, let somebody's angry mom start a anti-bullying movement, not the leader of a metal band.
But nobody cares about the angry mom. There's a million of those, billions of those.
I don't know.
But people care when, what was a megastar, it draws eyeballs to a movement and gets some backing.
But I also think the movement is shit. Like, schoolyard bullying, to me, I think is healthy. There's another kind of bullying which is unhealthy, like cyber stalking, or when you go to school every day and you're dreading going because everybody's just on you. That's different. I'm saying in the schoolyard when there's a tough guy pushing you around, that's your bully. You fucking toughen up and you fucking fight back. That's the kind of thing that I think is a healthy part of growing up for anybody. Okay? There's another level of bullying out there that is inappropriate, inexcusable. I agree with that. I just have a problem with Jonathan Davis being the face of that movement because he's profited so deeply off of being bullied. I don't know. Well, I guess that's the crux of my point.
I get it.
I don't want to fucking dive it into the ground, but like, I don't know. I hope that somebody out there can kind of pick up where I'm leaving off and maybe chime in and say what I'm saying in a better way. But I agree. Like,
I'd be interested to hear if somebody agrees with what you're trying to say.
I'm being controversial.
As far as like what KoRn meant to the scene was, I remember the first time I saw the Blind video, right? And I went, what the fuck was that? Mm-hmm. And they had the Adidas on, and there was like this hip hop vibe coming off of them at the same time, and Fieldy's fucking bass.
I could do a whole fucking episode on his bass sound and like Ross Robinson.
That sound that came out was like, what the hell? What is happening right now? And then just the because it was such raw production for what was out at the time,
right?
And like you say, like you can hear the angst or the pain in his voice while he's singing. There's a dude from a band called Undertow that's no one's ever heard of or listened to. They're from the hardcore scene. It reminds me of that. Like, this guy sings like you can feel the guts coming out of him, and that's what Jonathan Davis did, especially on the first album.
Oh yeah.
It got a little bit more produced as they went on, obviously, because they could. But that first album is just fucking raw to the bone.
Pivotal, groundbreaking. I would say from every standpoint, groundbreaking from the production side, groundbreaking lyrically, groundbreaking with riffs and combining genres. And frankly, Jonathan Davis, I think, is one of the most underrated singers out there because his style is so unique. It's not that
it's hard to judge him as a singer with all the little tricks he does.
Like, he doesn't... in no way is his range impressive. No, it's not that. It's the convection of emotion. It's the convection of that anger or whatever.
And really I think some stuff, like Chris was saying, like, he was like...
But that's scat, and that all, scatting...
Right, but it for some people, they hear that, and it's like, what the fuck is he doing?
See, now, I thought... Do you know what he was doing? During Twist? Thing? Do you know what he was doing?
I mean, I don't know if I know what he was doing.
So, what he was doing was, so in the studio, they had a song. He had no lyrics.
Twist.
But he had a melody in mind, right? And so, right? So he was going to insert lyrics, but when he was laying down the scratch track, apparently it worked and the band loved it and they wanted to keep it. And it turned into something. And he's done it, I'm pretty sure, to one extent or another on every album since, where there'll be a break and he'll stop and go, whatever. I like that. To me, it's pure visceral anger coming out. Just, it's like having a temper tantrum.
How many times have we just said to each other, twist? It's just the dubstep album.
Ooh, what is it?
Did you listen?
I did. The Path of Totality, I think it's called, right?
Now, so Aaron went off again. We've talked about douche. Just went across my mouth.
Son of a bitch.
That's all right. You put the douche on my mouth.
Beep.
We talked about how he has kind of gone off the radar music-wise, and so some of the newer KoRn stuff he didn't really listen to because he wasn't seeking it out. And I told him about the dubstep album, and he was like, huh?
And I love dubstep.
Right.
I do love dubstep.
I think a lot of metalheads like dubstep because it's basically metal.
Computerized metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. I like some stuff. But anyway, what did you think of the album?
I thought that the music was great, but that the lyrics were and the vocals were And when the music is great on the dubstep album, I can thank Skrillex for that.
I didn't hate it. I know a lot of people fucking despise it because God forbid you try anything in metal, you get your head ripped off. I thought it was a more seamless transition with KoRn than it would have been with a lot of other bands.
Totally agree.
So I don't think it was so far out. It's not like Slayer went dubstep.
Yeah.
Right?
That would be stupid.
That would be dumb. Because of the cadence and how their songs break.
Right.
It kind of just works, and the way he sings, and it just all worked a lot more seamlessly.
But I'll tell you this: as KoRn went on to further, to their later albums, they got heavier. They started experimenting with like crazy time signatures and shit like that. I respect that growth, but what was?
Do you think they got heavier?
Oh yeah.
Do you think they got heavier, or the production allowed them to sound heavier?
No, they got heavier. Like, I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but there was a song I was listening to last night where like it was in some crazy time signature that I couldn't figure out, and like it was refreshing to hear that out of KoRn.
Right.
Because KoRn's always been like a chuggy.
Did you get into the Serenity of Suffering?
That's the album I'm talking about.
That's album
heavy as fuck.
The album before was that album. I actually enjoyed, and I was surprised I enjoyed it. I remember telling you,
stop shaking the table.
Sorry. I remember telling you, I was like, dude, did you hear that new KoRn album? This was 2016. I remember saying, dude, have you listened to it? He's like, no, I can't. I don't want to. I can't do it.
That's right. I could not.
That's his answer for every album. But he was like, I can't do it. No, I'm not listening. I was like, it's good. Like, if you were disappointed with the album before that or the dubstep, like this, you should have been like, okay, now they're back a little bit to where they were. I've listened to that several times, and I have enjoyed it.
What did you think of the track with Corey Taylor? Or did you know that?
Yeah, which track was that?
I forget the name of it.
I don't remember.
God damn it!
It
says
I'm
featuring
so
Corey
bad.
Taylor. I'm the worst because I'm just rediving
It was
into
a different
shit.
world.
Right. Okay. So there you go. What was cool about that was the song changes tempo without a click track, and everything just kind of slows down. And then Corey comes in and he just fucking crushes it. That's the best part of the song, though.
Right.
So yeah. I don't know.
I mean, the album as a whole, though, was a lot better than what was the album?
And it was
before
heavy,
that?
really heavy. At least they didn't get cheesy. The lyrics got cheesy, but the music got
Paradigm Shift, and Paradigm Shift was kind of meh. That wasn't.
Follow the Leader was groundbreaking, though.
Yeah.
I know we're going backwards.
That's all right.
Follow the Leader was fucking
We've
good.
never gone in order in anything in our lives.
That's true. I will say, Follow the Leader, in my top 3 albums of all time. Up there with probably you.
The self-titled album is my favorite album
Yeah.
by far.
I
You know me, you tend to get into more of the production. So when there's something that raw, I just cling to it.
Now, I met KoRn. Do we want to even talk about that? Because we're 25 minutes deep. And I met Fieldy, and I asked him about his bass tone.
Yeah, and he said, "Go fuck yourself," basically.
No, he lied to my face. But I don't blame him.
So that's him saying, "Go fuck yourself,"
basically.
Well, you said that nobody can figure out his guitar tone or something like that. Like
nobody can figure out his bass tone.
His bass
and
tone.
I also wanted to get into Coal Chamber and how they ripped off KoRn so fucking bad. I mean, so fucking bad. Coal Chamber, combination of Marilyn Manson and KoRn. Go look it up. Go listen to it. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Anyway.
They weren't popular enough for anybody to care. But yeah, Fieldy's bass is still the bomb. Nothing comes close to it.
No.
That's
so, like the fret noise. I could do a whole episode just on Fieldy. I don't know. What do we want to...
Wait, what did you say? That they protect his, like, the roadies have, like, a certain, like, they have to protect, like, the settings and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
to, like, the highest secure... Like, nobody's figured it out.
People have emulated it.
Right?
And they can do the best that they can, but the only one who really knows how it's done is Fieldy and his producer and his tech.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like, look, I got into a car accident with KoRn. That's a fact. It's a true. No, it's a true story. I'm gonna fucking tell it.
All right, tell it.
I'm gonna tell the fucking story. I don't remember the year, but it was Follow the Leader. KoRn was doing in-store appearances at the time. They were at the Menlo Park Mall, and I was there. At the time, now Jonathan Davis was supposed to be there, but his grandfather had died. So it was everybody but Jonathan Davis.
More suffering from Jonathan.
Yeah, right. So they leave, and I think I was with my buddy Dan, okay? And we got the bright idea of following their limo wherever it went. So we followed their limo, and we ended up on the turnpike, side by side, and like I'm hanging out the window like, ah! And I could barely make them out throughout the tinted glass. We follow them into Manhattan, okay?
Yeah, they weren't scared or worried at all for their lives.
No. I don't know if they were, but we followed them into fucking Manhattan, and I don't remember the I think it was 9th Avenue or whatever, where we were just going straight, right? They knew we were following them, so they were running red light after red light after red light. And we did it too. We ran the same red lights, and eventually they stopped. We fucking rear-ended them. Swear to fucking God. Now, it so happened that we rear-ended them in the Village. So this drive ended up in the Village. And that's where it stopped.
Anyone? No? Nobody's found that fun? Okay, keep going.
Why is that funny?
No,
The Village.
No.
Village people? Why is it funny?
Rear-ended. Keep going.
Dude, with the gay stuff again.
Oh!
Come on.
Dominique Lee, save me.
Come on, Dominique, where you at? What was I saying? So I rear-ended them, but they were already at their destination, so they didn't care. It wasn't their car, it was their limo. Fucking Fieldy gets out of the car, starts walking towards a restaurant, right? The other guy stayed in the car. I'm like, dude, how do you get your bass tone? He stops, he turns around, he pulls out his glasses, and he goes, lots of chorus, man, lots of chorus. Turns around and fucking walks away, and that's all I got from him. He's a liar. He's a liar. You want to know what chorus is for his bass sound? Maybe 1/15th. Fuck you, chorus. You know what, Fieldy? You're a liar. Yeah. There's my story. Oh, right. And then they went from the Village to FYE in New York City, and we followed them there. And Head got on the tour bus with the video guy Jesse. Do you remember the VJ Jesse with the crazy hair?
Yeah. He was like cokehead or meth head or whatever.
So I was on one of these New York City tour buses with, you could watch the whole tour. I was sitting next to Head and Jesse, and just listening to them talk to each other, and like, it's an uneventful story, but like I was there with them, and we went to FYE, and I'm done.
And here we are in a room talking about them.
That's
all
it.
right. That's a great place to stop.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We are on Stitcher. We are on iTunes.
Holy fucking shit! How did that happen?
Because they didn't listen, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, subscribe, notify, tell your mama, tell your friends. I know we talk a lot of shit, but...
And I'm sorry for
fun.
wasting your time. We're
I am
sorry
too.
for wasting your time.
But tell Chris what a dumbass he is in the comments. I will show him every single one. Or tell Aaron that he... Douche.
A fucking asshole. I'm Jason!
Jason, tell Jason
That's
what
twice.
a dick he is. I just moderated today. I really didn't get into the opinion business, so leave me alone.
Leave Pedro alone. I
Leave me
want to
alone.
know, am I wrong about the bullying thing? And
Yeah, hopefully we'll cut most of that out in the edit.
what?
We're
The
30
bullying
minutes,
thing?
bro.
30 minutes. All right.
All right.
See ya!